Oh, ow. Goodness. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. My door still is not painted, but the show must go on. It's okay. It'll get there, I promise. It's not gonna stay like that. And I didn't intentionally mean to wear black and white to go with my door. Today we are talking about the Reading Rush, or my Reading Rush TBR. There are 7 challenges, but I have 5 books here with me today that we'll be talking about. Not sure if I'll be able to get to them. Things might change my mind. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. So the Reading Rush will be from July 20th through July 26th. So can I get these 5 books read in 7 days? Maybe. I definitely have a few of them on my, either on Hoopla or on Scribd, ready to go. May even have to use one of my credits on Audible. I don't know yet. We shall see. But let's go ahead and get into the challenges. Challenge number 1 is read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. My birthstone is aquamarine. I'm a March baby. I'm a Pisces. For that particular challenge, I chose Before She Knew Him. Aquamarine is sort of like this beautiful oceany type blue, or kind of like maybe even a sky blue. It's a very unique blue. This is the closest I could find to it. I do have a lot of blue books, but this is the closest one I could find. And I've been wanting to read this one anyway. This is by Peter Swanson, and this is about, I believe we follow a couple, or maybe more the wife in the couple. Her name's Henrietta, or Hen for short. She has once before been obsessed with this particular murder that took place a couple years ago, and her husband go to meet the couple next door, and she sees a particular object in the husband's office, the husband of the couple next door, that looks very familiar to the case when she was obsessed with it. So does this guy, I think his name is Matthew, have anything to do with that murder, or is she just having some unstable thoughts like she did before she finally got herself at a good point in her life? Sounds really good. The cover is beautiful. We'll see how it goes. Challenge number 2, read a book that starts with the word the, or the, however you want to say that. I have 2 books actually in my stack, but we'll get to those when those questions come up. Challenge number 3, read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. I was actually glad I had this book on my TBR. I've been wanting to read it. I've seen the Lifetime movie, and that is Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. This could also be for the challenge, read a book with the word the or the, because it does have flowers in the attic on it, so that could be a possibility. But anyway, this is about a couple kids, four children, if I'm thinking correctly. It's been a little while since I've watched the Lifetime movie. Heather Graham was in it. She is the mother of these children, and their father unexpectedly dies, and she already was sort of shunned from her family because she married this guy. Her family is very wealthy. They come from a society of people that expect things from you, and she was expected to marry certain people. She did not do that. She fell in love with this man, married, and had his children. And her parents do not know this. He dies, and she has nowhere else to go. She's not a working woman. It's like in the early 1950s, something like that, maybe the 60s. I don't really remember. So anyway, she has no other choice than to go to her mom. Her mom hides the kids in the attic, so they do not, come in contact with the father, because he still thinks that his daughter, the mother of these children, went on to not have any kids with this man. She may have married him and led a life with him, but to him, she didn't have any kids with him. So he's willing to accept her back into their family, but she has to hide the kids away, so she hides them in the attic. And they are there for years. They grow up together. They go through things together. So there is, I will say there is, I believe, incest in here. There's actually twins, a boy and a girl, and then older brother and sister. That's kind of the gist of the story. But yeah, it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. It was just a Lifetime movie, but it was still good. So I'm anxious to get to the book. And it is on, I believe it is on audio. I think I have it, I think it's on Scribd. So if you want to check that out for yourself. Challenge number 4, read the first book you touch. This was quite a challenge. I didn't know how I wanted to do this, if I wanted to do it on camera like now. I didn't know how to do it, so I went ahead and I just pre-filmed and I picked a book with my eyes closed. My husband filmed it and I'll insert that here. I know what's up there, so I can't.
It's recording now.
I'm just gonna close my eyes. By J.P. Delaney.
Bella approves.
Yay. Okay, thanks. So I chose The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. This has been on my TBR for quite a while, so I'm kind of glad to start getting through my TBR shelf back here. But I was going through some reviews on Amazon because due to another challenge in this Reading Rush, I was trying to see some things about this book, and I ran across some reviews, and the reviews aren't so good. There was a couple 4 stars, but it was mostly like 3 and 2 stars, and this is just on Amazon. But you know, so now I'm a little like, I hope it's good. It sounds really good. So it's about these 2 women that actually live in the same house, but at different times. I think we have timelines. I think we're following then and now. But the girl before, it was actually Emma, and the girl presently in the home is Jane. There's just some weird things that seem to take place that the owner of the home insist if you live in this home that you do, I believe. Please make a list of every possession you consider essential to your life. The request seems odd, even intrusive, and for the 2 women who answer, the consequences are devastating. So they like have to answer these questions in order to live in this house, is what I'm getting. I don't know. It's a psychological thriller. This man built this home. He's made it affordable for anyone to live in or want to live in. He's made it nice. I think he's even an architect, so it's designed very well. It just sounds really weird and just out there. And I know that's the reason why I bought it. I'm hoping I like it, so we shall see. Challenge number 5, read a book completely outside of your house. I know there was some issues with this because of the pandemic that's happening. So of course they want us to stay as safely as we possibly can when doing this challenge. So of course they made a little bit of a change to it. It says maybe listen to an audiobook on your daily walk, sit in front of an open window, put on an outdoor sounds video, adapt the challenge to read a book set completely outside of house, or read a book with the word outside in the title. Or of course, feel free to skip the challenge. I'll probably, as per usual, read it while I'm floating around in my pool, or, you know, somewhere. I'll be around my house, maybe not inside my house. Is kind of how I decided to go ahead and do it. So for that, I picked a very small book, and I know something that I can get through very quickly, and that is The Walking Dead. This is volume 1 in the graphic novel series, I guess. I love the show. I'm, you know, up to date with it, but I've never read the comics. So I'm really like anxious. It's been sitting on my TBR. I bought it years ago when I became obsessed with the show, and I never sat down and read it. So this is perfect time to go through it and read it. I think it's going to be a simple, fast read. I can read while I'm floating around in my pool, or maybe sitting on my back patio, but I chose this book for that particular challenge. Challenge number 6, read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. That for me is horror, and I had quite a few things to choose from, some things that I borrowed from my friend Debbie, but I picked up, of course, the biggest book you could find for a challenge. I picked up Ghoster by Jason Arnott. I've been wanting to read this book, and it's been on my TBR, so I figured I definitely want to try to get to it. I couldn't find it in audio, so this may be a credit that I use with Audible just because it's such a big book. I don't know, we shall see. From a masterful voice in modern day horror comes a chilling, razor-sharp thriller for a social media obsessed world. Prepare to never look at your phone the same way again. So I might be stretching this. This may be more of a thriller than a horror. We're just gonna go with it because I want to read it. This is basically about a ghosted situation. So we follow a girl as she's supposed to be moving in with her boyfriend, and all of a sudden he just like disappears. All his belongings are gone. Everything is gone except for his cell phone. So I believe she like hacks into his phone to see what happened to him, but then strange things starts happening to her. She starts getting these crazy phone calls as well as other things that are happening. So it just sounds really good, and anything with like modern day technology, for some reason I find this like super creepy and I love reading about. I know, weird, but I'm very looking forward to this one right here. So yay. And lastly, challenge number 7, read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. I didn't really want to buy a book to go, to do this challenge question. So I was gonna skip it, but then I realized that The Girl Before does take place in United Kingdom. So we're just gonna go with that one for this challenge. So there it is. Those are all my books. I have 5 books here for the Reading Rush challenge. Hopefully I can get to all of them in 7 days. Like I said, I do have most of them on Audible or on audio, except for maybe Ghoster. So we'll see how it goes. I may like just be able to read this one and then of course The Walking Dead, and then zoom through the other 3 on audio. So we'll see how it goes. I will be vlogging that week. I'm not gonna do everyday vlogs. It's just too much, especially with having like a full-time job. Even though I work from home, I still have work that I have to do. So yeah, no daily vlogs or anything like that, but there will be a weekly one. I'll put that up for y'all. I'll also list these books down below, as well as with the challenges down below that go with them. If you want to check out the challenges for yourself. Are you doing the Reading Rush challenge? Let me know in the comments below. What will you be reading? All that good stuff. Let's talk about it. Anything else you're looking for, it'll be down in the description box below. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, hope y'all are all doing well, staying safe. Hugs all around from me, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.